This video is brought to you by CatBeast.com. Design your own custom snapback.
What is going on, guys? JD from New York here. Thank you so much for tuning back into the channel tonight. Money in the Bank 2017. This is your official review and results for tonight's show. June 18th, 2017, from the Scottrade Center in St. Louis, Missouri. I want to thank everybody for your continued love and support of the channel all weekend long. Parts 1 and 2 of Off the Script are live on the channel right now. We go over my preview and predictions for Money in the Bank, which most of them I got right. And then we talk about a rumor going around right now that really isn't a concrete rumor, something that Meltzer brought up that people are really turning into a big story. Bayley and Corey Graves possibly getting into a romantic storyline on Monday Night Raw. We talk about all that plus 2 hours worth of news right there on part 2 of Off the Script. Speaking of part 3, those who have asked where part 3 is, I did not feel good at all today. Part 3 will be tomorrow, so make sure you guys are on the lookout for that. I'm also going to have a What We Learned from Money in the Bank Off the Script extra, so if you guys want more coverage of Money in the Bank, we're going to be doing that tomorrow as well. So it's going to be a big day on top of your cancerous Monday Night Raw review, as always, at the end of Monday Night Raw tomorrow night. But I want to thank everybody for your love and support, man. IRWNetwork, we're steamrolling on there. We got Off the Script Retro that is live on IRWNetwork right now. Also available for my Patreons in the $3 or more tier. Off the Script Retro now live for episode 2. WrestleMania 8 is this week's discussion. So make sure you guys go and check that out if you want to pledge towards the Patreon page and you want to listen to that 2 hours plus of Off the Script Retro. That's JD from NY206 on Patreon.com. That's Patreon.com/JD from NY206, man. Thank you to everybody that has pledged this week. You guys are going to be getting shout-outs on tomorrow's Off the Script for the past week. Best way to support the show. Everybody listening, man, if you guys are new to the channel, I got an offer for you. Audible is a huge sponsor of this channel and this podcast. And Audible is offering everybody listening that's a new listener to Off the Script 30 days free to try their service out with one free audiobook of your choice. You got over 180,000 books to choose from, a lot of which are wrestling related, man. So if you guys want AJ Lee's new book, you want to pre-order Jim Ross's new book, Chris Jericho's books are on there, Mick Foley's books are on there, Daniel Bryan's books are on there, plus so much more. audibletrial.com/offthescript, compatible with iPhone and Android devices. And if you guys want to sign up and cancel immediately, you get to keep your audiobook for free. That is only for new listeners of Off the Script. If you guys are already signed up, and if you guys have already used the unique link that I provide to you each and every video, you are not eligible for it. It's only for new listeners of Off the Script. So if you guys are new and haven't taken advantage of that offer, please do so. I mean, it's a great way to support the show. We get a little kickback from it, and you're sponsoring, or Audible sponsoring the show, but you guys are directly supporting the show through Audible, man. Thank you to everybody that has signed up for that. And if you want to support the show, that is a great way to do so. Another great way is barbershopwindow.com. Barbershopwindow.com/offthescript. We are an official partner with Barbershop Window, who is directly affiliated with Pro Wrestling Tees. We are officially sponsored by both of those fine companies. Barbershopwindow.com/offthescript for your JD merchandise for Off the Script right here for this very podcast. And capbeast.com is offering you guys 10% off your first purchase using the code JD10. Just for listening to this Money in the Bank review and results video. Capbeast.com if you guys want custom-made caps and hats. They got it done for you, man. JD10 at checkout, saving 10% off your first purchase. And as always, thank you to the one and only at MikeWill87 on Twitter for the beautiful Money in the Bank layout and thumbnail for tonight's review. If you guys need anything done by Mike, please make sure you contact him. He is unbelievable with his artwork and his graphics, man. He provides everything here for Off the Script and for my channel. Without him, it wouldn't look half as good as it does. So go and check him out, man, on Twitter at MikeWill87 if you guys need any thumbnails or layouts for your content right here on YouTube.com. Follow me on Twitter at JD from NY206. And please hit that subscribe button down below and that bell for the notification, man, so you guys are aware of when I upload. We are dangerously close to 79,000 subscribers. I would love to hit 80, man. I would love to get over that 80 hump. It's going to be nice to look at a new number besides fucking 79. So let's do it, man. Let's get this channel closer and closer to 100,000 subscribers. Like I mentioned, Off the Script is live. Make sure you guys go and check that out, parts 1 and 2. I even reviewed the Omega and Okada video from Dominion, or the match from Dominion. I did an Off the Script extra video as well yesterday talking about Roman Reigns and his announcement on Monday Night Raw. Seth Rollins has a big announcement tomorrow morning at 10:30 on SportsCenter, ESPN, and we talk about John Cena being a free agent and how it makes WWE look hypocritical as far as the brand split goes. So make sure you guys go and check all that good stuff out live on the channel right now as of this week, including the NXT review. And I did not do Lucha Underground this week. I might as well just forget about it this week and just pick up and resume with Lucha Underground on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday. So go check all that stuff out, guys, live on the channel right now. Money in the Bank, man. You know, a lot of people, they really take what I say to heart. On one hand, I appreciate that. On the other, it really frustrates me because a lot of people watching these shows that I review, you don't think logically, you know? And I don't expect people to watch the show the way that I watch the show. But my job here is, and a lot of people don't understand this, my job here is to pinpoint certain things on a show that don't make sense so that you guys are aware of what WWE is doing. A lot of the decisions that they made tonight did not make sense, and it actually took away from what could have been a thumbs-up show. Was this a thumbs-up show by the end of the night? No, it was not. If I look at the grand picture here, if I look at the 2 hours and 45 minutes that was Money in the Bank tonight, was it a thumbs-up show in my opinion? No. That doesn't mean that there wasn't good stuff on the show. Of course, I'm going to highlight the good stuff on this show. There was a decent amount of good stuff on this show. The in-ring work was okay. Wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst either. But there were good things about this show that I will highlight and I will make you guys aware. But there was more bad to this show than there was good. Those good moments do not equal a thumbs-up show to me. And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to pinpoint those exact reasons for you. Because a lot of people who love the product, they're afraid to say anything bad about the product. And everything that WWE, to them, is good. Doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. It's not being fair. You're not being fair. You're not being fair to the WWE, and you're not being fair to yourselves and your audiences if you have a show or a podcast or anybody listening to you. More importantly, you're not being fair to yourself. You're living in your own bubble, and you're looking at everything with rose-colored glasses. You got to open your eyes, and you got to see things for what they are. If they don't make sense, they don't make sense. Don't say it's good if they don't make sense. Now, WWE went into this pay-per-view with a lackluster build. What else is new with WWE? Lackluster build for a pay-per-view? It wouldn't be WWE if it wasn't a lackluster build for a pay-per-view. But Money in the Bank is a special pay-per-view because in many instances, this match, which turned into its own pay-per-view, has a lot of history behind it. A lot of memories have been made. In some cases, to a lot of people, Money in the Bank is considered one of the big 5 pay-per-views. It's the 5th biggest pay-per-view of the year for WWE outside of the norm. Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, Survivor Series, and SummerSlam. In some senses, Money in the Bank is probably more important nowadays in modern era than Survivor Series. It is considered one of the big 5 pay-per-views. And it didn't feel like a big 5 pay-per-view. It didn't feel like a big pay-per-view at all when this show went off the air. And a lot of that has to do with WWE's booking decisions. WWE did a lot of things right before the women's match even took place. The announcement of it was big. The mere announcement of it made the Raw women salty. Because you know all the Raw women on Monday Night Raw wanted to be a part of this match. The build-up to it was decent. The video package that WWE showed tonight before the match was fucking great. It highlighted the importance to each and every one of those women tonight, why it's important for them to be the first ever Money in the Bank briefcase holder for the women's division. This is the first match of its kind. At this point, it felt bigger than what Charlotte and Sasha did inside Hell in a Cell. This to me was more groundbreaking. This to me was more historic than the Hell in a Cell with Sasha and Charlotte. That felt forced. That felt like WWE was doing it because they were doing it and they wanted to just stick it to everybody. Look, we got the best women in the world. We're putting them inside Hell in a Cell. You're not going to find this type of thing anywhere on any other promotion. Meanwhile, it was on Raw. It was spearheaded by Stephanie McMahon. Everything felt forced. This felt important. The mere sight of this, the video packages, the entire presentation felt important. But when that bell rung tonight after this match was over, we were standing there with our hands, out, like, what the fuck happened? What am I watching here? We all left this pay-per-view asking why. Scratching our heads. Why? Why would WWE ruin what was supposed to be a historic match and really sully it with nothing but embarrassment and the one ending that they could have went with to really bring down the entire prestige and historic moment that this was supposed to be? I don't get it. I knew James Ellsworth was going to play a role in this match. I didn't think WWE was going to allow someone who wasn't even in the fucking match to win the match for his individual, for the person that he's affiliated with. Like, how can you book James Ellsworth in this match to win the match for Carmella when he has absolutely no business climbing a ladder? I don't get it. You don't see the damage that does for Carmella. Everybody's going to be talking about, James Ellsworth and Carmella, they played up the heel factor. They stole a victory. Where is it in the rule books that a heel has to steal a victory? Why can't the heel win a match based on the fact that they were the better individual on that given night? I don't understand that. Carmella was my choice to win this match. Based out of everything that we've seen so far with every person in this match, Charlotte doesn't need a Money in the Bank. Becky was probably the only babyface that even probably had a legit chance at winning Money in the Bank because she hasn't done anything since she's been Women's Champion. Tamina is a non-entity. Nobody knows anything about Tamina. Why would they give Tamina Money in the Bank? Natalia's been playing a very, very good heel on SmackDown Live. She was my other choice. It was definitely going to a heel. It was going to Natalya or it was going to Carmella. But either one of those would have been a good option. And if they were going to win this match, they should have won it based on the hard work that goes into making a ladder match so important like this. How are you going to win this match in bullshit fashion? I really don't understand that. It was ridiculous. You played up the historical significance of this entire thing, and you ruined it because of James Ellsworth's inclusion in this match. Carmella should have been booked to be the strongest person in this match. Instead of going the cheap route and giving WWE an out as far as their heels go, the heel has to win in complete bullshit fashion. It was a ridiculous ending. WWE is just throwing their rule book out the window and they don't give a flying fuck about the repercussions, or they don't give a flying fuck about how this makes them look retarded. I don't get it. And I will never get their booking decisions. Carmella won this match. They got the winner right. How we got Carmella to win this match was completely, absolutely fucking bogus. I don't give a shit if she's a heel or not. She should have won the match because she was the best woman in that match. And given the unpredictability of a ladder match, it would have been believable for her to win based on those aspects of the match. with a Becky and a Charlotte and a Natalya and a much larger Tamina in that match. It would have been the best scenario because of the unpredictability factor. But WWE's got to go right for the fucking kill with their bullshit James Ellsworth ending. It completely undermines the historical significance of this fucking match. Everything that they did before this match got thrown out the window. Thrown out the window because of that ending. Now, Carmella's the Money in the Bank briefcase holder. As soon as they had that ending, as soon as they decided on that ending, Daniel Bryan comes out and says that this issue is bullshit, that this is going to be the first thing addressed on SmackDown Live. Shane McMahon even said the same thing. So now, if I'm Carmella, and this is what you people aren't thinking of. See, I think of this shit when I'm watching. It's not even that difficult to figure out. You guys are just too lame to figure it out on your own. That's why I'm here. Carmella wins Money in the Bank. If I'm Carmella, and I don't know how WWE creative writers don't think of this shit. Why am I thinking of this shit? Why am I doing your job? Why am I doing your job? If I'm Carmella, and I won Money in the Bank in that way, and I go to the back, and I hear that the GM and the fucking commissioner of my brand is going to address this situation, I'm making every attempt to fucking cash in that Money in the Bank briefcase so that they can't take it away from me. I would steal the briefcase. You already stole the briefcase. Why not steal the fucking title in the same night? They can't take the title from you. They got to go above and beyond to take the title from you. Because according to the WWE rulebook on this night, the referee deemed this okay. The referee deemed someone not in the match okay. The referee deemed James Ellsworth to grab the briefcase and hand it to Carmella where she didn't have to do anything. He deemed that okay. So go one step further if you're Carmella. Cash in the briefcase. They can't do nothing about it. The referee already made his official decision. You stole the briefcase. Why not steal the title? So I don't understand why they didn't book Carmella to do that. I really don't understand it. Illogical booking. You know? The ladder match itself, 12 minutes. Too short. Too short. Things that I noticed in this match. One, I don't know why the briefcase was held so high above the ring. I figured they would have lowered it, being that the women were involved in this match. They used ladders, but not to a point where it was going to fucking cripple any of these women, which was nice to see. They did have some nice ladder spots. Charlotte had a nice corkscrew moonsault off the top rope, which looked very good. You know, the women did the most that they could with the time that they were given with the ladders. There was nothing overly scary. There was nothing overly, violent or brutal, being that it was the women in this match. It did feel historic leading up to that ending. But with that ending and Carmella really stealing the briefcase because of James Ellsworth, it really just took away from all that historical significance that WWE played up in this match and completely ruined it and made it downright embarrassing and pathetic. And that's my honest feeling and opinion on it. And if I'm Carmella, I don't know why she didn't cash in the Money in the Bank. If I'm Carmella and I'm listening to Daniel Bryan tweet or retweet, Shane McMahon, and they're talking about this bullshit on social media, I'm doing everything that I can to undermine the higher-ups on SmackDown Live and cash in that fucking thing tonight. I don't get it. I just don't understand it. Carmella wins the Money in the Bank briefcase in 12 minutes. One thing I did like about Carmella's entrance, they changed up the theme song a little bit. If you guys did not notice, when Carmella comes out, they have that little, the spoken word of fabulous is there. Whoever's singing the song spells out fabulous, and then there's a little pause, and then it gets into the main beat of the song. They completely eliminated that silence, because normally when Carmella comes out, she receives nothing but cricket reactions. Nobody cares. There's no reaction to Carmella whatsoever. So I like that they eliminated that emptiness in her theme song, and it goes right from the spoken word in the beginning right to the main beat of the song. It's actually it flows a lot better. Carmella was actually very over in this match. People, I don't know if people were betting. I don't know if people just wanted the unlikeliest of winners here, but Carmella was very over in this match. A lot of people were pulling for Carmella. A lot of people were pulling for a Natty as well. They wanted somebody different than the usual Charlotte or Becky. Tamina played a non-factor in this match. But Carmella wins the briefcase in 12 minutes. James Ellsworth's inclusion here, as he just tips the ladder over when Becky was on it, climbs the ladder himself, takes the briefcase down, he's not even in the match, and throws it to Carmella, and that's the way you end the ladder match. It's as if WWE doesn't even give a shit about their rules, And I don't know how anybody can be okay with that ending, I understand it's a heel-like thing to do, but it's not in the rule books where it's written the heels can't win in a right way, or the heels need to cheat to win. This is a ladder match that's built on unpredictability. Carmella could have got even more over if she actually won the match on her own based on the aspect of unpredictability. That's how you book a ladder match. You don't book a ladder match with fucking James Ellsworth. The same thing that he did to Dean Ambrose back in December with AJ Styles. He interjected himself in that match too. I understand that there's no DQ, but he grabbed a fucking prize that was on the line in a match that he had absolutely no inclusion in. Gotta think this shit through. It makes you wonder how the final script of this show gets presented to Vince McMahon and he okays something like that. It's mind-boggling to me. The Usos versus The New Day for the WWE Tag Team Championships of SmackDown Live. I'm going to say this once, and I'm going to say it every single fucking time I come on here when I'm talking about SmackDown Live. The Usos, right now, are the best tag team in WWE. They are the best tag team in WWE. They have the look, they have the intensity, and they have the makeup of fucking tag team champions. On top of that, they took all of that and really transgressed what they do in the ring. They are a brutal fucking team. Their attitude shows it, and that's bleeding on into their in-ring work. I love what they are doing, man. They are vicious. And I think they should hold the tag team championships for a very long time on SmackDown Live, because chasing a heel team like that could be good for a babyface team. The New Day have seen their day. The New Day have seen their day as tag team champions. They don't need to beat the Usos. I would not give the New Day the tag team championships based on the fact of who they are or how many days reign they had the Monday Night Raw tag team championships. It's irrelevant to me. It's unimportant to me. You don't do that to a team that has been so successful and that has so much momentum like the Usos. You don't do that. This was a great, great match, man. A really, really good match. There was a portion of this match here that really amped up the in-ring action. I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was Jimmy or Jay. But they were on the ring apron, and there was an Irish whip to Kofi Kingston in the ring. And again, I don't know who it was, so I apologize for that. But Kofi was back body dropped over the fucking top rope. Or one of the Usos held the top rope, and Kofi went over the top rope. He landed hard. He had absolutely no give to that fucking fall on the concrete. He landed on his side, and it looked like it fucking hurt. So the Usos followed up that big spot with a huge lariat that probably landed Kofi's head in the third row, took his fucking head off. Double team move started after that. The Usos double suplex Kofi into the steel ring post on the outside. They attacked his knee, Everything broke down towards the end. Kofi was getting his ass kicked. Big E came in. He did all his big moves, the suplexes, the gyrations. He even did his spear to the outside. He did his suicide dive to the outside, taking out both Usos. Xavier Woods was standing in the ring, because he's on the outside. He's not in the match. He's got to play, third string here. He's got to be that guy. He was on the ring apron playing the trombone. Jimmy, his attention was on Xavier Woods. Jay rolled up Big E from behind, hooked the tights, only for a 2 count. Usos then gave Big E double knees, took him out. Big E then backdropped them over the top rope to the floor. Kofi then did a huge, a trust fall off the top rope where he falls on top of both Usos. And Big E then lifted Jay into the ring. Kofi delivered the midnight hour for a near fall. Jimmy pulled Jay out of the ring as the referee was counting. Usos then went to the outside. They retreated with the tag team championships. They take the titles and run away, and the New Day wins this match by count out because the Usos took the championships and said, fuck this shit, it's over. So we went from one unsatisfying finish with the women's match and James Ellsworth to two unsatisfying finishes here with the Tag Team Championship. Now, before I shit on this ending, I know why they did what they did with this ending. Because this is not a one-and-done feud. This will bleed on into SummerSlam, where I believe and I predict the New Day will take the Tag Team Championships away from the Usos at SummerSlam. But it really doesn't do anything as far as making the people happy as far as an outcome. If this was going to be the outcome all along for this match, then maybe this match shouldn't have been booked right away. You know? Maybe we should have got some type of a variation, a multi-person match for the Tag Team Championships. Or maybe we could have got a Tag Team title change with Breezango a couple of weeks back. Because everybody wanted to see it, and I thought that we were going to see it. But having this unsatisfying finish following that ladder match for the women, it really didn't do anything as far as favors go for this pay-per-view. It was a damn good match. I'll give them that. This match was very, very entertaining. This was a great Tag Team Championship match. But the fact that the Usos took the championships and ran out and gave the victory to the New Day via countout, I don't know how I feel about them. And I understand why they did it. It just doesn't make the Usos look good in defeat either. You know? I understand that they're trying to string this along. But if this is WWE's way of stringing it along, maybe it shouldn't have took place in the first place. That's just me. Damn good match, though. Damn good match. I seen the New Day and the Usos in the ring together. It really felt like a big-time tag team title fight. It really did. But the simple fact that we got two unsatisfying finishes in a row didn't do anything to help this pay-per-view at this point. So we go from those two unsatisfying finishes, which a lot of people are complaining about, to a third match that really didn't do anything, and I knew it was going to end up being bad. And I was correct. Lana versus Naomi for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. This match was bad. You know? I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Lana looked terrible, but it wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. I was saying that I was going to give Lana a chance. I gave her a chance, and it was passable. But was it good? Did it live up to the level of what we usually see with Naomi? No, not at all. Lana showed us why she should not, number one, be getting a women's championship match. Number two, Lana certainly needs more practice in the ring. She looks out of place. I just don't see Lana in that type of, you know, there's something about Lana that I don't like. And it's not that I don't think Lana isn't capable of doing the job. It's the fact that they still have this stigma of Lana being the ravishing Russian. She comes out with the blonde, beautiful hair and the red lipstick. She looked like a fucking American Gladiator with that outfit tonight. I don't know what the fuck that was. But Lana has this stigma of being, you know, one of the girly girls. Meanwhile, we're in this women's revolution. We got Becky, we got Charlotte, we got Sasha, we got Bayley, we got Naomi, we got Natalya, we got Tamina, we got Alexa Bliss, we got Nia Jax, and then we got Lana. Lana doesn't look like the others. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but if you're pushing an initiative with a women's revolution, Lana does not look the part. You know? She's very, very, I don't want to use the word afraid, but she's not as the other women are. She has that stigma of being Miss Priss or pretty girl, you know? And Lana, you know, I'm hearing acrobatic. I'm hearing Lana's a gymnast. I'm hearing Lana has been training very much for this fight. I didn't see anything. I haven't seen her on SmackDown Live. I haven't seen her in NXT. I haven't seen her do anything. So why am I going to give Lana the benefit of the doubt if I haven't seen anything from Lana? Why am I going to be okay with Lana getting a championship match when she hasn't done anything to deserve a championship match based on what she has done on SmackDown and who she is? This match was a waste of time. You know? It was passable, but did it live up to what a women's championship title match should be? No, not at all. Lana tapped out. to Naomi's finisher, that rear naked choke that she does. Naomi had Lana in that rear naked choke, and it was done. 1, 2, 3, she tapped out. She tapped out to Naomi. Carmella then comes out and starts dancing around the ringside area, teasing a cash-in. She was about to hand in the briefcase, which I'm like, you know what? Okay, it would make sense if she does cash it in because it would completely supersede what Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon are talking about. But she didn't do that. She teased handing in the briefcase. She eventually did not hand in the briefcase, and Carmella did not cash in the Money in the Bank. And with the opening match being the ladder match, it did give the WWE an opportunity to have a cash-in. But they did not go for it. She eventually said, no, I'm not cashing this in. It is what it is. Carmella's taking the briefcase to SmackDown Live. She will be reprimanded on Tuesday by Daniel Bryan. But she did not look good, did Lana. WWE put her in this match, and it made no sense whatsoever. People were arguing that Lana deserves this shot. They're making vouchers and fucking fighting for Lana that she deserves to be in this match. Those are the people I don't want you people to listen to. Because it's not logical. It's not logical. You have to have a mentality of, and you have to ask yourself these questions. Why are these things happening? And if they're happening, are they positive or are they negative? Having Lana in this type of role now, in this championship match, was negative. Because it just says, you can get whatever you want without having to work for it. Again, it undercuts the entire women's revolution with what Lana is. If she's not ready to be in the ring with a Naomi, do not put her in the ring. Do not put her in a match just for the sake of putting Lana in a match. Lana should really be in NXT. Lana should be working in NXT with Peyton Royce and Billie Kay and all them down there. Ruby Riott and Nikki Cross. She should be learning whatever she can down there and then get promoted. No, you're not going to go down there and do house shows and then be brought up and get a title shot. Doesn't make sense, man. It was bad. It was passable, but it was still bad. And it didn't need to be happening tonight on Money in the Bank. Naomi wins, retains the title. We're going to see what happens with Carmella and the briefcase on SmackDown Live. Mike Bennett and Maria walk out. There were rumors earlier in the day that they were in St. Louis. They were in the airport at baggage claim. People seen them. And they come out, and Mike Bennett and Maria have officially arrived on SmackDown Live. Now, I don't know what the fuck was going on. Mike Bennett and Maria come out with hearts, and it looked like a fucking scene out of the Love Connection. I don't know what the fuck was going on. Mike and Maria Kanellis. So, he's not going under the name Mike Bennett. He's going under the name of Mike Kanellis, with Maria obviously being his wife. Maria introduced herself as Mike looked at her and just gazed into her eyes. Mike introduced himself next. They're both wearing, that headset type microphone, those wireless microphones. I don't know what the fuck they're going to be doing, but it reminded me of Joel Osteen. I don't know what they're going to be doing, but Maria said that they aren't seeing things. She said that she is the first lady, or she said the first lady is back in WWE. Maria said that she's looking for the perfect partner. Mike said they found each other. Again, something out of the fucking Love Connection. Maria said they're going to show SmackDown the power of love. Their music played, and they continued to look into each other's eyes, and that was it. I really didn't gauge the crowd reaction to Mike and Maria Kanellis. If you guys were in attendance tonight, let me know what you guys thought about their introduction to SmackDown Live and what the reaction was from the live crowd. I really couldn't gauge on live television. Again, this is this to me is a mistake. There's no doubt in my mind that Mike Bennett is going to succeed in the ring on SmackDown Live. But something like this should have been introduced in NXT and then brought to the main roster. You're throwing them out there right away with expectations of it getting over. And when it doesn't get over, who are you going to blame? You're going to blame the fucking talent. The people in the back aren't going to blame themselves. So, I don't know. You got Mike and Maria Kanellis right now. I figured they would have put them in NXT first, but they're fast-tracking them right to the main roster. Don't know what their role is going to be on SmackDown Live. That remains to be seen. We go from, and I'm looking at the match order here. We went from the women's Money in the Bank to the tag team title match, which was great, which had a bullshit ending. The women's championship match, which did nothing for me. On into Jinder Mahal versus Randy Orton, which did nothing for me. This match went nearly 20 minutes for the World Heavyweight Championship. And you think, at the end of this thing, the World Heavyweight Championship, the WWE Championship, would be the most important thing to Randy Orton. You know? At the end of this thing, I don't think Randy Orton even gave a shit about the WWE Championship. We got everybody at ringside. Ric Flair. Cowboy Bob Orton's at ringside. Sergeant Slaughter is at ringside. Larry the Axe Hennig is at ringside. Mr. Perfect's father. Father of Curtis Axel. They're all at ringside. And all these legends are there because Randy Orton claimed that, you know, his friends and family are going to be in attendance. There's going to be a bunch of legends in the crowd because he wants to give Jinder Mahal an old-fashioned beatdown, a old-fashioned ass-kicking in front of his father and all these legends, right? Jinder Mahal is saying that he's going to embarrass Randy Orton in front of all his friends and his family and his father. He's going to behead the snake, and he's going to make Randy Orton into nothing but a garden snake, you know? So that was the thing going into this match. There were rumors that all these legends were going to play a role in this match. And they certainly did. This match was the complete identity. It was completely identical to what they did at Backlash. Everything that they did in this match was identical to what they did at Backlash. Which poses the question, why did you even book this match again? If that was the outcome that we were going to get. It's like WWE doesn't have any fucking creativity anymore. They book these things on the fly, and then when we get these matches, it's nothing but rinse and repeat. And that's not even the worst of what happened here. That's not even the worst of what happened here. Okay? Randy Orton completely abandoned the objective of this match, which, to me, WWE made him look foolish. They made him look like a complete fucking buffoon. You know? The Singh brothers, after Randy Orton hit an RKO on Jinder Mahal, the Singh brothers were on the outside. They played, obviously with Jinder Mahal, they got his foot on the rope. Because the RKO that was executed was done near the ropes. So the Singh brothers, they take Jinder's foot, put it on the rope. Referee sees it. Mike Chioda, the referee, sees it. Right? So instead of disqualifying the match and ending it right there, he has an official. He listens to Randy Orton, and Randy Orton's bargaining with him to have these guys thrown out of the ringside area instead of giving him a DQ. So now, Randy Orton, or a WWE performer, has the power to override a referee's decision in a world championship match. I mean, am I the only one that finds that to be ridiculous? I mean, really. If that was anybody else except Randy Orton, would that have gone the way it did? No. Of course not. So now WWE talent has the ability to manipulate a referee's official decision. He could have easily disqualified the match and just call it on a DQ. And Jinder Mahal would have retained the championship that way. But no. Randy Orton has the power to override the referee's official decision. He swayed Mike Chioda to throwing the Singh brothers away from ringside and send them to the back. That was number one. So at number two, the Singh brothers, after being thrown out, they take their sweet time getting to the back. They walk by all the legends. The legends are fucking egging them on, and they're talking shit to the Singh brothers on their way back. The Singh brothers stop, and then they walk back to the legends. They take Cowboy Bob Orton by his suit jacket and start choking him. Ric Flair gets up. Randy Orton sees that his father's being ridiculed and attacked by the Singh brothers. He comes over and starts just beating the shit out of the Singh brothers in the same exact way he did at Backlash. Table spots on the announce table. He puts one of them through the announce table. All the same shit that happened. Meanwhile, while all this is happening, Jinder Mahal is in the ring recuperating from the RKO. He's resting. He's taking a glorified cat nap in the ring. Randy Orton switched his mindset from beating Jinder. What happened to the ass kicking that Jinder Mahal was going to get? What happened to St. Louis being in your hometown and winning the championship in front of your father and Ric Flair and becoming a 14-time world champion? That was all important before this match started. That was all important when the bell rung. But in the end, it wasn't important anymore. Randy Orton completely forgot Jinder was in the ring. Randy Orton completely forgot about the objective of this match and took all his frustrations out on the Singh brothers and completely abandoned the notion of, I want to win the WWE Championship back for a 14th time. They made Randy Orton look like a complete fucking fool. A complete fool. So then when Randy Orton gets back in the ring after he's finally done with the Singh brothers, we got Jinder Mahal waiting, and as soon as Randy Orton gets into the ring, we get a Koloss, that Cobra Clutch Slam for a 1, 2, 3, and that was it. That was it. And then we got stupidity on the part of JBL. Jinder Mahal has always had a body of a world champion. Are you fucking kidding me? The fact that Jinder Mahal is holding that championship, he should be fucking counting his fucking lucky stars when he goes to sleep at night. He should be fucking caressing that belt as if it's a fucking Playboy model that he's sleeping next to at night. Because there's no way, with what we've been seeing from Jinder Mahal, that this man possesses the in-ring ability of a WWE champion. His in-ring skills fucking suck. His moveset sucks. I didn't believe in Jinder Mahal when they gave him the championship. I didn't believe in him as they built him up as the number one contender. And now that he is the champion, I do not believe in Jinder Mahal. I am not going to believe in Jinder Mahal. At this point, I want John Cena to take the title off Jinder Mahal, just so the fact that is, Jinder Mahal is not the WWE champion anymore. Because he sucks. Oh, he's a good heel. He's won his matches in typical heel-like fashion. Again, I'm going to say it again. Where does it say the heels have to win in the same fashion every single time? Outside interference. Why, if you're a part of a stable or a group, that you have to have outside interference to win your matches? I mean, for the love of God, can we get one match where this guy wins on his own? I mean, what would it have done to Jinder Mahal? Really, think about this. Think about this logically. If the Singh brothers got thrown out from the match, and after what they did to Cowboy Bob Orton, and Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton fought for another 10 minutes, right? Which they did have time to do. I don't know why they didn't. They just went right for the ending. How do you think it would have made Jinder look if he would have won this match on his own, retaining the title, in St. Louis, in front of the guy's family and friends? I don't know. It would have made him look like a legit fucking contender for that championship? Or a legit champion? At least someone who looks like he should be holding that championship belt? Not because of the fucking illegal substances he's injecting into his body that gives Mr. McMahon a fucking hard-on every time he walks by him? Come on, man. Again, another illogical booking decision. Go to the well once too often, Gorilla Monsoon used to say it, You go to the well once too often, it's going to backfire on you. You can't repeat the same fucking thing over and over again. WWE is repeating the same thing over and over and over again with Jinder Mahal. And right now, I am downright sick and fucking tired of it. I'm in no way a fan of babyface Randy Orton, but they made him look like a complete fucking idiot tonight. And if you don't see that, you're not watching the show the same way that I am. Or you're not watching the show logically. You're just looking at what you want to see, but you're not seeing the bad. I see the bad. That's why I come here and I give you guys the reviews that I do. Because someone has to say it, because nobody else will. Jinder Mahal wins the match, retains the championship, 20 minutes. And again, I don't know what's going to happen here, but it looks like they're setting up John Cena versus Jinder Mahal for the WWE Championship going on into the summer. Same shit that they did at Backlash. Absolutely nothing changed. Thank God this feud is over. Breezango versus The Ascension One of those matches that was thrown together because they needed another match to fill time. Breezango wins the match at 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Nothing else besides that. The Ascension, thanks for coming. Men's Money in the Bank here. Baron Corbin, Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura, AJ Styles, Dolph Ziggler, and Kevin Owens. This is the Men's Money in the Bank briefcase ladder match. This was the main event of the evening. This was a solid Money in the Bank match. But where would I rank this match as far as Money in the Bank matches go with the amount of talent that's in this match? I wouldn't even put it in the top 5. I wouldn't even put it in the top 5, and that is saying a lot, man. That is saying a lot. You guys know how I felt about this match. I've been predicting Baron Corbin for months now. I've been predicting Baron Corbin since October to win Money in the Bank. That came to be true tonight. Baron Corbin, the right man, won Money in the Bank tonight. Because he is the most logical man in this match to hold that briefcase. Everything about Baron Corbin's character is what the Money in the Bank briefcase holder is, historically. And I'm glad to see him win it. I'm glad to see him go out there and take it upon himself to fucking show people that this is my time now. You know? I was on the phone with my brother before this main event match started. I called him just to check up on him and see how he's doing. Because I knew he didn't feel good. Shinsuke Nakamura is making his entrance as I'm on the phone with my brother. All of a sudden I see Baron Corbin come out and attack Shinsuke during the best part of what makes Shinsuke Nakamura. He took the fans completely out of their element because everybody was excited to see fucking Shinsuke Nakamura do his thing with the music, with the fucking lighting, humming the theme song and singing the theme song. Baron Corbin said, "Fuck you and what you people want. I'm taking out the biggest threat in this match, and I'm going to win this briefcase." And that's exactly what he did. He nailed Nakamura from behind. He took a camera that a cameraman was holding in the area. He hit Nakamura over the back with the camera. And Nakamura was taken out of the match for the first, 20 minutes. They took him to the back, a.k.a. Roman Reigns. He got the Roman Reigns treatment. So he was taken to the back, and he was eliminated from this match for the time being. Baron Corbin, like a fucking beast, he was the last one to come out after everybody made their introductions. He's yelling at the referee, "Start the match. Start the match." Baron Corbin was made to look like $1 million tonight. Not only did he look good, but he showed the fucking hunger that someone should have by winning Money in the Bank tonight. That's the thing that I noticed about Baron Corbin. This match, it was a decent main event, but it did not at all live up to the expectations that a Money in the Bank should have, especially with this level of talent in the ring tonight with Styles and Ziggler and Owens and Zayn. We got some Zayn and Owens, as always, you know. We got a beautiful spot with Sami Zayn doing a sunset flip powerbomb on Dolph Ziggler on the off the ladder. That was a beautiful spot. AJ Styles did a Death Valley driver to Kevin Owens on top of a ladder that was propped up on the announce table and the ring apron. You know, so he did a Death Valley driver to Kevin Owens towards the end of that match. It took Owens out of the match completely, you know. Eventually, Nakamura came back into this match, which I'll talk about in a second. But there was a unbelievable spot, yet scary spot, where I think Dolph Ziggler kicked the ladder out from under AJ Styles as he was trying to get the briefcase. AJ hung on to the fucking chain that was holding the briefcase, and he looked to be at least fucking 25 feet in the air, man. That looked fucking scary. I didn't know whether he was going to grab the briefcase while in that holding position. I didn't know if he was going to win that match at that point. But eventually he slipped, he fell, and he fell fucking hard as he was holding on to life for that briefcase. That was probably one of the best spots of the match. Nakamura eventually made his way back to the ring. His music goes off. He's back. He's not going to miss this match. He's not going to let Baron Corbin take him out of the match. His theme music goes off. People are humming and singing the theme song like he's just making his entrance, you know, in the beginning to this match. He gets into the ring. He starts beating the shit out of Baron Corbin. They're still humming his theme song, which was a great fucking sight to see. Baron Corbin gets taken out with a fucking Kinshasa. He gets taken out of the match. Now the best part of the match, which gives us all hope for WWE to do this match at WrestleMania. We got The ladder in the ring. Nakamura setting up the ladder. He's getting ready to climb the ladder. Nakamura's climbing, but through the ladder, he peers through the legs of the ladder, or the rungs of the ladder, and he sees AJ Styles on the opposite side, just staring back at him. They both collectively move the ladder together away from the middle of the ring. People doing yes. This is awesome. Nakamura and Styles have a fucking showdown of showdowns, which gets people fucking already excited, and it plants seeds for WrestleMania 34, which, to me, if WWE doesn't book that match at WrestleMania 34 in New Orleans, they're making a huge fucking mistake, because that's the only match on that card right now that is WrestleMania-esque. Unbelievable. So we had a showdown. Nakamura, we got Styles. They go back and forth. Fucking blow for blow, elbow for elbow. It was unbelievable to see. That was the best part of the fucking match, having the showdown. And WWE really gave it a big fight feel. So Nakamura and Styles have a showdown, and it was fucking awesome, man. That was great. We got an exploder suplex to Styles. Styles came back with a flying forearm. Nakamura was going for the Kinshasa, but Styles quickly just popped back out of the corner with a flying forearm. This is awesome chant started. It was fucking great. Styles got up after taking Nakamura out, set the ladder up again. Everybody else was just completely taken out of the match. Zayn was taken out, Owens was taken out, Ziggler was taken out, Nakamura was taken out with that forearm. We get AJ trying to climb the ladder again. Corbin enters the ring, knocks the ladder over with Styles and Nakamura on top of it. Nakamura came back in. They were battling over the fucking briefcase. They were both on the ladder. Corbin comes in, tips the fucking ladder over, and Corbin quickly climbs the ladder, unhooked the briefcase, which it looked like he had a little bit of a hard time unhooking it, but he eventually won the briefcase. Baron Corbin is your 2017 Money in the Bank briefcase holder, and it's something that I expected. It's something that I wanted to see happen. I'm glad that WWE gave Baron Corbin a run with the they are going to give him a run with the championship, but I'm glad that they're giving him a run with the briefcase because it fits his character, you know. The Corbin attack on Nakamura before the match took Nakamura out of most of the match, which I did not mind because I didn't want Nakamura in this match completely to begin with. So WWE booking Nakamura to be taken out of the match by Baron Corbin not only did a good thing booking-wise to take Nakamura out of the match, but it made Baron Corbin look all that much more dangerous, which was fucking great. Taking out Nakamura, who is the newcomer, the big guy on SmackDown now, he went right for Nakamura, taking him out. That's a great move by Baron Corbin. It made him look really, really good, you know? Corbin winning here to me was no surprise. I had him winning it since October, as you guys know. You know, Sami Zayn, I feel bad for Sami Zayn here. You know, he was the only other one that I want to see this match if it was not Corbin. But I don't know what they're doing right now. I know Sami Zayn got the best of Baron Corbin the last couple weeks on SmackDown Live. I don't know if they continue that. But Baron Corbin is going to be the WWE Champion by the end of the year. What I want to see happen, I swear to God, I envision this happening right now before we get out of here. I don't want to see Jinder Mahal with the championship anymore. I want to see John Cena take the championship from Jinder Mahal, get that fucking 17th title win, get it over with, blah, blah, blah. Have Mr. America beat the anti-American. And with John Cena probably going away for the remainder of the year, being that he's just going to be back for SummerSlam, I think Baron Corbin cashing in on John Cena at SummerSlam would be the best way to go. You have Baron Corbin hold the championship through the remainder of the end of the year. You have AJ Styles beat Baron Corbin for the championship before we hit 2018. And Nakamura would win the Royal Rumble. Then we got Nakamura versus AJ Styles for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 34. That's what I see happening. I'm throwing that out there right now. I see John Cena beating Jinder Mahal. And I see Baron Corbin cashing in on John Cena with the Money in the Bank briefcase. We'll see what happens, but Baron Corbin, the right man, won the Money in the Bank. Carmella was the right woman winning Money in the Bank to me, but the way that they got there on that side of things, completely ridiculous. We're going to find out about what happens about that on Tuesday. But if I'm to give this a thumbs up show or a thumbs down show, I'm going to go thumbs down, man. Too many logic gaps, too many illogical booking situations. And a lot of that, you guys might not think it's important, but the endings to these matches didn't do any good for this pay-per-view, man. And I'm sticking by that. The in-ring action, in certain instances, was good. The Tag Team Championship match was good. The Money in the Bank men's match was good, you know. But other than that, there really wasn't anything about this show. and compare it to what we've seen with Money in the Bank in the last couple of years, this did not live up to expectation. It did not. Do not kid yourselves. Please, I want you guys to understand, I am here to give you guys what I see. I'm here to make you smarter. I'm here to make you guys understand that what you see sometimes doesn't make sense. You got to call them out on the things that they are doing wrong. If not, nothing will change. And people's opinions will continue to be skewed. That's why I'm here. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the review. I'm getting out of here. Thank you so much. I'll be back tomorrow morning with more great Money in the Bank coverage. Off the Script part number 3 for episode 174 as well tomorrow. Make sure you guys are tuned into the channel. It's going to be a big day, man. Thank you all so much. Follow me on Twitter at JDFROMNY206. Pledge to the Patreon page if you guys want to do so. JDFROMNY206 on Patreon.com. And follow me on Twitter at JDFROMNY206 and hit that subscribe button down below, man. I'm JD. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. Leave me a comment down below. Hit that thumbs up. And I will see you all tomorrow for more great content right here on the channel. I'll talk to you later.